The rich will never not send their children to college. Let me say that again. The wealthiest people in this country will never not spend money even to send their children to college. They are incentivized to vote for people who will strip away someone's ability to be able to afford college because it gives their children more competition.
Did you know that over 43 million American adults are illiterate? That's nearly 1 in 5 adults who can't fully understand everyday information and struggle with reading simple sentences. They can't easily fill out a job application, follow health instructions, or even help with their kids' schoolwork. But the shock doesn't just stop there. 54% of adults in America are missing the reading skills needed to reach their full potential in today's fast-paced, information-driven world. In a country that celebrates freedom of information, we're quietly leaving behind millions of
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amaya and welcome back to Amaya's Unsolicited Opinions. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the real reason why education is being devalued. And what inspired me to make today's video is the current trend around Kai Cenat's Streamer University and seeing how people were reacting to applying to Streamer University and not getting in.
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair! Every streamer that is crashing out because they didn't get into Kai Cenat's Streamer University, I'm gonna need y'all to get a grip on reality, okay? Because for one, it's not that deep, but also, I could have told y'all weren't getting into it. Like, first of all, there were 6 million people that applied to it. Your chances of getting in were slim to none in the first place.
Or getting in. And what I've seen from a lot of these different reactions is a lot of people my age, that are in the midst of going from high school to college and are finishing up college do not want to go to college. They want to become streamers. They want to become influencers. They want to become YouTubers and stuff like that.
I dropped out of college to become an influencer, and I also quit my job like yesterday to really take this serious. So if you're interested in anything like that, just keep watching.
Are you crazy? You want to quit going to pharmacy school to become a content creator because it has been your lifelong goal? In this economy? Oh wow. In this recession, in this subsidy, you want to live invoice to invoice? That's what you want to do? I'm here to let you know, baby girl, you can do both. Go to pharmacy school, finish, become a pharmacist, and then be a content creator. Like, I love being a content creator, don't get me wrong, but if you can do both, just do both.
And that's all good and dandy. Especially because, making money online is very lucrative and it is becoming such a large industry. But at the same time, from the reactions and the responses you've seen and from the people that are currently on Streamer University, none of these people have any education and all of them is acting a fool.
It ain't nothing better than pussy but new pussy. You get what I'm saying?
Like, what you mean new? Like young?
No. What the fuck? Oh. Hey, on that note, classes ended early. Y'all have a good day.
Shut your bitch ass up, Ray. You just a bitch. You keep saying Dabo, get out, Dabo this, Dabo this. Nigga, you get no bitches. You just fucking talk. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Oh, shit. You chopped. How you chopped and you got no eyes, nigga?
Cool the fuck down! God damn! A girl is in the hospital right now, and y'all over here fucking around! Lock the fuck in so we can clean this hallway!
And I don't think they have the intellectualism, as you can see from different conversations streamers like Kai Cenat has had when he's got on the stream and said, Black Americans have no culture.
Body. I don't want to hear, when I'm asking general questions, I'm not asking y'all, stop body. Y'all is black. You're black! You're just black! Just fully American. You're African American, bro. That's it! How was that see you in 30? That wasn't an insult. That was strictly, you're black. You're not Trinidadian, you're not Jamaican, you're not African. You are American.
Not knowing the cultural context and history of Black Americans as a Jamaican American. I think it's just Jamaican. Why am I saying Jamaican American? But as a Jamaican, you don't even have the cultural context to make that type of opinion. But anywho, there has been this current trend online where, business owners and, people who even don't have businesses are getting online and saying, There's no point of going to college. There's no point of, getting an education.
A lot of people don't understand that the only purpose of a college degree is to show your potential boss you turned up to class for 3 to 4 years in a row and completed a series of assignments reasonably well and on time. So if they hire you, there's a semi-decent chance that you'll show up every day and not mess their business up.
I need you to understand, when people say college is a scam, in no way, shape, or form are we referring to the education that we receive from college. We're referring to the price and the cost associated with going to college. A textbook be $300, just one, and y'all be requiring 5 just to get to class to say the textbook isn't required. So are you gonna give me a refund? That's the scam. Like, you clicking, is it clicking? Like, it's the price associated with receiving an education and the cost and the extra shit that's associated with trying to get an education. That's the scam. If you're a student that wants to live on campus and you have a car, to park your car on campus, you're paying $300 minimum per semester on top of a tuition. That's insane. And where is that money going? You see what I'm trying to say? Like, the scam is the price.
Personally, as a college student, I understand I'm going on like a full ride scholarship, but I understand that debt is a big thing, and had I not gotten that scholarship, I probably would have waited to go to college. But at the same time, it's a lot of people who are saying this, who got the degrees.
I love when y'all be like, college is a scam, college is a scam. No, you majored in a hobby.
Who knew it was going to come with debt, that went to college and did not take advantage of college at that time, and are now adults just looking around confused. Because, as a Gen Z, I know that the job market is horrendous, it's disgusting, it's deplorable, but for a lot of millennials and even baby boomers to say stuff like college doesn't matter anymore, babe, y'all had the time to, I know millennials are a little bit older than Gen Z, but y'all definitely had more time than we did to solidify yourself in a lot of these industries, and college was definitely a lot less expensive when you guys had to go than when I'm going now. You know what I'm saying? And they're raising tuition $2,000 every semester. And with that being said, there's a huge rise even within college, a huge rise in anti-intellectualism, because I cannot count the amount of times that I walk into classes semester by semester, and number one, like I talked about in my other video, people are either extremely introverted or they have it's like they don't know anything according to the major that they have. They're just in the class to sit and look confused. And as somebody that was taught at a young age that, you're black, you have to do 10 times the amount of work, you have to hustle, you have to figure things out before the work is even provided to you. When I get in the class and I'm answering questions and I'm answering more questions, in the beginning, like, I felt like, oh, this is making me like a know-it-all because nobody in the class is answering the questions for real. Now that I'm talking to the people in my class, y'all is using ChatGPT.
Have any other students kind of watched the attitudes and perceptions towards AI use in school like slowly change since ChatGPT first came out? I'm a senior in college, and over the last, year and a half, 2 years, I have watched AI and ChatGPT like slowly inch and encroach closer and closer on education, and it's really fucking scary. Like, I remember at this exact same time last year, like spring quarter of last year, I had professors being like, you cannot use ChatGPT for assignments, you cannot use it to you cannot use it for anything. Like, you don't fucking touch that shit. That's not academic material, like, you can't use it. In my opinion, that's how it should be. I don't think we should be using that stuff in college at all. I don't think we should be using ChatGPT. We don't need that shit. We don't need AI everywhere. I hate it. It's interesting because I'm realizing during this school year, like, I have a class right now where we just had a take-home midterm, like a midterm that we worked on for a week straight and then submitted it as like a paper project type of thing. When the professor assigned it, she was like, I'm not against the use of like chatbots or things like ChatGPT, but you do have to cite it as a source. Like, you can't just take something that it wrote and pass it off as your own. You have to cite it as a source. But like, that's the same thing. Like, that's, in my head, that's the same thing. Having ChatGPT answer something for you and then rewriting it in your own words, that's not your own work. That's bullshit. And in my opinion, that's just a really fucking slippery slope, because if you're allowed to use ChatGPT, you just have to rewrite it in your own words, which you could honestly just have ChatGPT rewrite the thing it gives you to sound more human. That's not the first professor that I've had that has said, like, oh, I'm not against the use of ChatGPT, you just have to list it as a source. Like, it just has to be in your bibliography. Like,
And when it's coming time for you know, in-person presentations, because I'm a double major, so I'm a marketing and a fashion major, and they require you to have strong presentation skills and require you to be extremely in touch in the majors that you're learning. Because even though, you know, there's little memes about like the FIT college students and how, you know, the assignment is to put on a trash bag, fashion specifically is about the information that you know and learning different sectors of the industry. Because at the end of the day, like, you could just be a regular person working in fashion, getting a job in the industry, and you're going to be expected to know how to sew, even if you never studied that. They're just going to be something that comes up and they're going to need somebody to sew, and you're going to say, oh, I went to fashion school, baby, you better know how to sew, or you need to know the language, or you need to know the difference between a box tuck and a knife pleat and stuff like that. Or like, even in marketing, like, it's heavily based off of communication. Even though, you know, a lot of marketing can be done on, like, print ads and flyers and commercials can be done online and be done digitally. It's a heavily communications and connections based industry. And a lot of these classes, like, people will just be sitting up and just looking like confused, because you see them after class and like the teacher will bring up using ChatGPT, and all of a sudden now it's a jokey joke, and, you know, we're not for real. Like, why is it that we don't know what we're supposed to know for real? Like, why is it that y'all are so heavily reliant upon ChatGPT? And then now studies have come out and shown that, like, a lot of college students are heavily reliant upon ChatGPT, and a lot of Gen Z is lacking communication skills and socialization skills. And it's like, it literally makes me an anomaly to have communication skills and socialization skills and be a genius. No, I'm just playing. But you know, actually doing the work in the class, because in the beginning, like freshman year, I learned that you do the work in the class so that that teacher remembers you and provides you with connections for jobs. Because this past summer, I've been recommended for 2 jobs so far, and, you know, it just happened 2 days ago, but by 2 different professors. And I'm hoping that's gonna make me some money on, you know what I'm saying? But that was it for this video. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, follow my other channel, and have a beautiful day.
She don't love me, she too scary.